For today's Monday Motivation, we look at the focus funnel, specifically what needs to be eliminated, automated, or delegated so that you can grow in 2024. There was a slight audio issue for my local training that I was delivering, so I wanted you to have an introduction and to tell you if you have a limited amount of time, you can watch around the first 3.5 minutes. And if you want to skip on towards the end, there are a couple of really good question and answer pieces there, but predominantly it's the first 3.5 minutes. I'm Elizabeth Mahusai, Elite Sales and Leadership Coach, and I hope that you enjoy this training.
What can you do to automate the things that are necessary for the growth of your business? Once you get beyond automate, you're going to go to the actual delegate. Should you be doing it? Is it the highest and best use of your time? If it is not, it needs to be delivered to someone else, whether it's Next Chapter Social or your bookkeeping or fill in the blank of things that you are trying to do yourself, that someone else could do it in less time, more effectively and better, and save you actually a ton of money. You're thinking, no, but Elizabeth, you're asking me to invest. Absolutely, because by investing, you can use your time highest and best, which will make you more money. Okay? So delegating is important. Notice, after you get beyond delegate, now you're at the point where you say, I have to do it. Do I do it now, or can it be done later? At the end of the day, you only have a certain amount of time. I want to debunk that we can multitask. Multitasking is one of the worst things that you can do because your brain does not operate effectively when you are starting, stopping, starting, stopping, starting, stopping. Stop scrolling social media thinking that you're actually getting something done in your business. I am speaking to myself on some occasions. Can anybody else attest to that? Okay. So at the end of the day, there's only a certain amount of time. So does it have to be done now? Then you got to prioritize it. If it can be done later, that's where we get to this gray arrow. That's called intentional procrastination. It's the right kind of procrastination. And here's the thing, if you start tracking the things that you're intentionally procrastinating and running them through the focus funnel again, if you're pushing off something over and over and over again, that is a good indication that it either needs to be eliminated, automated, or delegated. This is why we call it the focus funnel. What starts at the top is priority dilution. As you work your way through the focus funnel, you get priority concentration. All right, so can it be eliminated? Can I go without it? Can it be systematized? Can it be done by someone else? So what I want you to do in groups of 3 ideally so that more people can discuss and problem solve. Where am I trying to efficiently do things I shouldn't be doing at all? Or what can I automate? You can share examples of how you're utilizing automation, or you can brainstorm ways to incorporate it. And then I want to challenge each of you to determine what do you need to delegate in 2024. So that there is some accountability in actually getting into groups. Can I get the 2 of you to help me? Sticky high five, your group of 3. Come on, give me a high five. Sticky high five, go. Sticky high five, your group of 3. Go. Everybody needs to sticky high five. You need to have a group of 3. Come on. Accountability. We're not just hanging out, talking. We're going to work on our business. And go. thank you so much for actually allowing me to hold you accountable to get into groups of 3 to have better conversation. Maybe 2 people who would stand up and give an example of something they recognize that it needs to be automated, or you brainstorm some automation, or there was a delegation piece. Let's go to JB. All right, awesome.
Emails and all that they waste of time stuff. Get a virtual assistant on what I discovered probably would be good.
Oh, who could use some email help? Oh my word. All right. Who else has something of substance from your group conversation? Yes. Patrick.
So, social media. Social media takes up a lot of time, and add lead gen, stuff like that, to generate leads for businesses. It's just a great way to get people in the door, and then it's up to you to upsell them.
I love it. And I would love for you to share how we talked about focus funnel to hourglass. Focus funnel to hourglass.
Okay, so, at Spraytex, we started very small. Mason was the only employee, basically. He's the owner. So he was doing it all. Very hands-on, diligent guy. But what he soon discovered was our hourglass, our funnel was actually an hourglass. He hadn't delegated enough, and so every single decision was having to flow through him, and it was creating a huge bottleneck. So he's quickly discovered that, hey, I've got to delegate some of these things, so it's not a...
So the reason why I wanted him to share that is that an hourglass, the sand bottlenecks, and then it falls down. How many things are just falling down and not being done because you've allowed it to bottleneck, because you will refuse to delegate or intentionally procrastinate to continue to run it through? So my challenge to each of you is to let go in order to grow in 2024.